Whoa, okay, so that funk is, that nail varnish and glue character pops out more on the Copita. Underneath that though, I'm getting some honey, that doughy, bready sort of feel to it. That barky sugarcane note that I got on the Glencairn is not as prominent on the nose for this one. Well, good day everybody, and welcome to my channel Whiskey Journey. Today I've got another rum review for you guys. So I'm going to be tasting this bottle here in the middle. This is Fijian rum, 8 years old, and it was bottled by the independent bottler Dram Mor. And the bottle on my left is a Foursquare release. It's the Foursquare Touchstone. This will be for my next rum review. Right, so just a bit of information about this particular bottle. So 271 bottles, so quite limited. This is pot still distilled rum from a secret Fijian distillery. The actual distillery is not known. I mean, one could guess, I guess, but I'm really not sure what distillery made this or distilled this one. And as I said, it was bottled by Dram Mor. And just for your information, I was quite curious to know what Dram Mor meant, and it apparently means big whiskey in Scottish Gaelic. Right, so I'm very interested to try this one. I'm not very well versed with Fijian rums. I've got one other Fijian rum in my collection, but I'm expecting a lot of funk with this one. So this is going to be quite an interesting rum. Right, so let's just get on to the tasting notes. I've poured 2 drams, one in the Copita, one in the Glencairn. I don't know if I'm going to drink from the Copita. I just find it fascinating the differences that you get on the nose between the two glasses. So this rum's been sitting around now for about an hour, so it's had time to settle down. This is quite a high strength, bottled at 62% ABV, so it is a bit of a bruiser. Okay, so let's just have a wee nose first of the in the Glencairn and see what we get on the nose. Okay. So straight away, I don't even have to get the glass right up to my nose. Straight away, just greeted with estery, but different like the likes of Hampden. It's just got its own kind of funk, this Fijian. So on the nose, there's the first notes that come to mind is nail varnish and glue. Underneath that, almost bready, doughy, and definitely almost like this one's difficult to describe, like bark, but like sugarcane bark. It's very, very sweet. Alcohol sting on the nose has dissipated somewhat with time in the glass, so that's a good thing. Underneath all that nail varnish and glue, getting some dried fruits, apricots, some apple as well, bananas, peach, a bit of earth there too, a bit of soil as well. Yeah, quite raw. There's a raw, intense feeling to this. It is only 8 years old. More of that earth is coming out now. Just a stunning nose in the Glencairn. Okay, so let's have a wee nose of the rum in the Copita and see what we get. Whoa, okay, so that funk is, that nail varnish and glue character pops out more on the Copita. Underneath that though, I'm getting some honey, that doughy, bready sort of feel to it. That barky sugarcane note that I got on the Glencairn is not as prominent on the nose for this one. but I'm still getting lots of dried fruits, apricots, peaches, banana, touch herbal as well. But yeah, I would say the nail varnish and glue character definitely pops out more on the nose on this one. And again, like my previous review, I do find with the Copita it does kind of almost like departmentalizes everything and puts everything in a box. It's like I can smell this, I can smell this, and I can smell this. Whereas the Glencairn just kind of blends it all together. On the nose, this is a difficult one. I don't think there's a winner here. They're both winners in my opinion, because as I said, on this one, definitely less of the nail varnish and glue, but it just blends everything very, very well together. On the Copita, I get the intensity of the nail varnish and glue first, and then underneath that I get all those other notes. So very interesting comparison, but as I say, they're both winners on this one for me. Right, so let's just get on to the taste and see what we get. So no water just yet, let's try it at its natural strength first. Ooh. That's a spicy finish, that one. Ginger spice. Right, so on the palate initially, I wouldn't say this is a full-bodied palate, but it's rich, very, very intense, medium-bodied, I would say. But wow, you just get an abundance of fruit on the palate. So all those apricots and peaches, a bit of banana, a bit of apple, banana bread, and then after that, a bit of pineapple, a bit of nail varnish, and then which leads on to the finish. And all I can say about the finish on this one, for me personally, ginger spice. Really spicy hit of ginger. A little bit of wood tannins there. Overall, a tiny hint of bitterness, but overall quite a sweet dram, this one. But absolutely stunning. A slight herbal note now appearing in the finish. Still remains nice and spicy. Those ginger notes just coming out all the time. But also you're left with that, those fruity notes as well, just staying on the palate as well. So quite a reasonable length on this one. I wouldn't say it is a very long finish, but it's, I would say, medium to long. Just such an intense dram. I mean, 62%. I mean, the only time I feel that 62% is that spicy ginger finish. But it's still, I think the alcohol is still very well contained and integrated. It's fabulous. Alright, we're going to add a good few drops of water to this. As I say, I think this could possibly take the water quite well, so we'll add a few drops. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 drops of water. Right, let's just see if anything has changed now. Okay, so straight away that nail varnish and glue character is still there, but it's been pushed back just a tad. So now I'm getting more of those fruity notes and sweetness coming through. Apricots, peach, banana note is coming out a bit more now with the addition of water. Apples, that sort of bready, doughy character is still there. Yep, can pick up that sugarcane note as well. That barky sugarcane note that I mentioned, although that is a little bit more, that's been pushed away slightly. It was definitely more prominent on the nose at its full strength. Yeah, but it's a stunning rum, it really is. Right, let's just have a wee taste then with water. 5 drops. Again, that ginger spice finish, a bit of pepper too. It's really good. So water has changed it just a wee bit. I find that on the palate initially, it's still medium bodied, but juicy, very juicy. Whilst I was swirling in my mouth, I was salivating at the same time. So juicy character. Again, all those dried fruits, apples, banana, apricot, peach, touch herbal, sugarcane. It's quite sweet, but then the finish, huge hit of that ginger spice, some wood tannin, hint of bitterness too, but countered by those dried fruits and beautiful other fruits that I get as well. Glue, can taste that in the finish now. That's interesting. Didn't quite get it at the full strength on the palate in the finish, but now I'm getting that. Banana bread. I mean, this is only 8 years old, and I think it's very, very complex for its age. And I mean, it's just, to me, this is just a stunning rum. And I mean, price-wise, this was such great value. I think it's about £60 in the shops for such a high strength, and all the complex notes that you're getting from the taste and also the finish. I think it's excellent value, and that's a full 70cl bottle, and it's still available. I think I saw it on Royal Mile Whiskies as one of the places I saw it. But yeah, that's an absolutely stunning rum, and I definitely would like to try a lot more rum from Fiji, because the Fijian funk that I got on the nose is quite unique. It reminds me a little bit of that glue and nail varnish kind of funk. Reminds me a lot of a Velier bottling from a good few years back. Velier bottled a Foursquare. It was only 2 years old in an ex-cognac cask, and I still think, I mean, I don't have that anymore, it's long gone, but I distinctively remember the glue and nail varnish note coming out so strong on that one initially. Did take a bit of getting used to, but that still remains one of my favourite Foursquares ever. That 2-year-old, it was just amazing, and for such a short span of maturation, it was just fantastic. This one is, as I said, it's just, you get all that nail varnish and glue character, but underneath all of that, loads of fruitiness. The finish is starting to fade just a wee bit, so I wouldn't say it's an extra long finish, but wow, spicy, funky, very interesting, and just a great bottle of rum, guys. Yeah, as I say, I'm not going to drink any from the Kopita. I think that the Kopita I just used just to see what the difference in the nosing is, and as I say, between the two, I can't pick one. But this one just delivers so much flavour-wise, and would I purchase another bottle? Absolutely would. Okay, folks, so that's my review of Dram Mor's Secret Distillery, or Secret Fijian Distillery, 8 years old, ex-bourbon cask, bottle at 62% ABV, and it's a stunner, in my opinion. And as I said, next I'll be reviewing this lovely Foursquare Touchstone, which I'm looking forward to trying and sharing my review with you guys. Okay, but yeah, if you enjoy my content, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's always appreciated. But as usual, guys, there's nothing much else to say, except have a fantastic Sunday. And I'll see all of you again soon. Take care, folks. Cheers.